Hello, my green skins, and welcome. And man, that AI art is getting real good. I was watching this thing that someone did there recently, where they're using AI art to incorporate stuff with this, if Street Fighter was a live action movie, and they're like making a live action movie with like accurate characters for Street Fighter. And wow, in real life, this looks so good. It's shocking how good it looks. But today we have with us our friendly neighborhood, one of the boys of the Bushwhack, our family neighborhood guy, Bob the Marauder. Hello, Bob. Welcome. And we are turning down the loyalty-free music. Again, we're using White Bat Audio, Chill Synthwave playlist, Moonlight Martini, copyright-free safe music. I appreciate this guy's work. Have a look at his work if you can. Bob will put the link in the description, put the link in chat, and there we go. We are good for the night. We also have our shirt line. Check out our shirt line. We're going to be switching it up shortly soon. We're going to be doing the fun that is, we'll be switching the names of the store to the Horde, the Orc Horde shirts. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this isn't better branding. And we'll be doing some more shirts coming up. And I figured to get it off the ground, see what's going on, and see who shows up. All right, today we're going to have some fun. And what are we starting with? Well, we're starting with some fun stuff today. So, like most people in life, we like to have a laugh on here on the channel. And we're going to have a big old laugh about a little thing I like to call Starfleet Academy.
That's no laughing matter. That is gross.
Yeah.
It's more of an angry matter than a laughing matter for me. I'm not even a Trek fan.
Yeah. And we're not even. And you know what the funny thing is, Bob? You don't even have to be a Trek fan to laugh at this. We always like to have fun here on the channel. And we're going to be laughing at the fact that it's week 2 of this show. Week 2 of Starfleet Academy, not charting the Nielsen's at all on their own thing, being beat out by old shows like Frasier or King of Queens.
And also the Sherlock Holmes shows that you watch.
No, I don't think I haven't seen Elementary or what's called Chart the Nielsen in a while, but
Nielsen, like the big list of like top shows in this part of the year, like this quarter.
America. The Nielsen list is America's way of charting to see how shows look. Like, sorry about that, boys. I'm just moving something aside.
Oh, okay. So it's similar to those TV ratings, like how.
Well, that is the TV rate. That is the TV rating. That the Nielsen thing is that.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is the movie charts, like Iron Lung, whenever it was just taken off the list, similar to that, but for TV shows.
Yeah. So the Nielsen's for Paramount, it's not looking good. This is the second time it hasn't charted, and if the stories are true. On the actual list for the Nielsen's, because they're not showing us what it is. This list is small, boys and girls. Very, very, very small. And it's only getting smaller from what I've been hearing. And oh boy, we are looking at a number that is just dropping off the fucking planet. We're not going to see what the actual numbers are. There's no way they're going to Acolyte this, because Acolyte, that was actually a fucking train wreck. Although the creator of Acolyte says it was a total success. And total success as in
My
making
question
something.
is, where is your alternate reality machine where a failure is a success? Can I go there? Because that would mean I'd be winning a lot.
No, like I love the total success of this. That always makes me chuckle. The total success of this show. How is it a total success, Acolyte? How can this person think that that's a total success? It generally pissed people off, made people tune out on Star Wars, and like literally cost unless your goal. Oh, excuse me.
Unless
Unless
your
your
goal is
goal.
to sink the concept.
Well, yeah. Unless your goal was to sink Star. Like what? You destroyed something people liked. I mean, both men and women, because you know what? Everyone likes to say, "Oh, that was a boy." No, you know what? That wasn't a boy thing. It's the
It
same
was a
thing with
space opera. Anybody who likes sci-fi would love Star Wars.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with that. It's the same thing with He-Man and She-Ra. I know a lot of guys that liked She-Ra, and it wasn't because the over dramatization of She-Ra and her like nice short skirts and stuff. That wasn't the only reason they liked He-Man and She-Ra. And because people like that stuff. I know people that like Gem, for fuck's sakes, back in the day. So this idea of destroying something to do something is absolutely absurd. And this show
good to know that the success was the destruction of a product.
Yeah.
Because that's the only viable answer to that.
Yeah, it's insulting, right? When you realize that's the goal, was to destroy this, you're kind of pissing me off as a fan of stuff, and you're kind of making me mad at that point. And that's my big problem.
Where was the quote from? Evil doesn't create, it destroys. Was that Lord of the Rings?
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I can't remember. I also remember, evil doesn't get old; it just gets more decrepit. There's a lot of fun that way, but this is insulting as a whole. So no, it's not looking good. This is failing on large scales. Again, one of the biggest reasons this show had any love was because of the fact that it was, there are some rather attractive people in the show.
And it just has the name Star Wars. That's about it.
Star Trek. Yeah.
You're going back to Starfleet Academy. Sorry, I thought you were still talking about Acolyte.
No. Oh no.
But it's same difference. It has product name, therefore people will watch.
Yeah. Acolyte. Oh yeah, there was points where it was literally just fanfic to watch. Like someone was gushing over attractive. Well, it was literally a weird person bringing her fantasies up. Now, I'm not saying that if I was given the opportunity, like, dude, I get it. If I had lots of money and a company let me, like, go a little crazy with stuff, I'm not against saying to myself, that super attractive girl that I saw in an acting class once. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching her get like tied up by the big attractive guy that looks kind of nice. It's not unattractive. You see gorgeous girls doing gorgeous girl stuff. You're like,
Sorry, I'm getting flashbacks when we read those romantasy novel descriptions.
I always laugh about the fact that men get told stuff, and men get said stuff while they're.
I was thinking about that earlier today. I was thinking about that exact thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Get told we can't do romance. This is awful. This is so bad. I am.
Oh no, I was thinking of like men are supposed to be comforting and caring, not degrading a woman. Meanwhile, you read these books that the women are reading, and it's like, wait a second, these two things are polar opposites. How?
Because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I've said this to lots of people over the years. We are primal creatures, and to a point, we have urges and we have desires. The difference between us and primal creatures, we can actually be moral. We have a certain thing that basically says, I'm not going to For example, I'm not going to do something really stupid and be like kind of completely an inert monster. Like
Yeah,
we have those.
you're not gonna be an anime orc in one of those adult animes.
Dude, a cat could, like, good example is a cat can be really. We got a cat on here. A kitty cat can be really nice to a bird, up until the point it sinks its fangs in and bites its fucking head off, and then leaves it on your bed.
Looking for approval.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, they were the best of
Look
friends.
how good of a
until they
hunter I am.
Yeah. Again, it bit its fucking head off and went. Cats do this. It's just a cat. It's the nature of the creature. A human can be really nice to a bird, and you don't have to worry about it biting its fucking head off. Not always true.
I'm about to say, have you heard of this concept called meth?
Yes, I have heard the concept called meth.
I was like, hold on a second now.
I've also heard
a homeless guy chewing a squirrel's head off, and he was like speaking in tongues.
Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've lived it. Again, this is why I keep saying we need to get rid of unlike BC, who legalized all drugs for 3 years. Turned out that was a bad idea. We need to recriminalize weed. This is why I'm very happy that there's finally out for a study. That we have a study that's going to come out, and hopefully it comes out to the same premise I've been thinking for the last 20 years. Weed is okay, but it's only okay in exactly about the same level that alcohol is. The problem is motherfuckers who do that shit don't want the same levels. They want that extreme shit.
They want to get zonked.
Yeah, they want
zonked.
They want to wake up. They want to think they can fly and jump out their fucking window. The problem is, that's the issue.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy who has to scrape up some road pizza.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay when it's a deer. Okay.
How the fuck did a deer get to the 20th floor?
Canada. Fucking Canada. Okay, now we're going to talk about one more thing before we get to the next. I think
it'd be more scary if a moose got to the 20th floor.
We got one more thing to talk about to get to the next topic. And I didn't want to talk about this. I'm probably going to have to talk about this tonight again. Okay. So this irked me a lot. And I'm going to get in trouble for this one. Now, first of all, just in advance, fuck you all you salty Canucks. Outright. I don't care. You supported the traitor Trudeau. Guy's dating Katy Perry, which apparently broke up with her. This tells you how much this guy is. Like, you're a creeper when you bring your daughter to a Katy Perry concert and you're getting a booty call. You're a fucking creep. The guy has multiple things of blackface. He's a creeper. Anyway, so
isn't he also a bottom?
What?
Isn't he also a bottom? Let's his supposed wife, I don't know, browbeat him or some shit.
I don't know. I have no idea about this. He was a piece of crap. I said he was a piece of crap when he first got into power. I declared he was a piece of crap when he first came into power. I've noticed that no one wants to talk about this guy now. He's kind of been he's kind of not as Grande, and he's causing problems. Like even to this day, I don't know the Liberal Party. I don't think the Liberal Party is ever going to 100% recoup its reputation for the next 50 years. Yeah. It's up there with the Maroonies. And when you say Maroonie to anybody who says that from my generation or the generation before me, it's like, ugh, they get salty. It's one of the main reasons we call people who just constantly, they'll be voting in their 60s and 70s, voting liberal, just because they can't allow a Maroonie to be in power. And it's that mentality. And
to go further on my point I said earlier, I don't care about someone's relationship, but if you're a leader and that's happening, that does not look good on a nation.
Oh, he waited till he was out of power to date Katy Perry. But anyway.
Well, even so, what I'm saying, where his woman was browbeating him, and he was supposed to be like the leader of Canada. I was like, well, hold on, that doesn't seem like a
No,
leader.
I don't know how truthful. We don't know how truthful that is. So I am not going to say.
Oh,
one
I
way.
witnessed it. I've seen footage.
I don't know. Honestly, I'd be pissed off at him too. You knew he was unfaithful.
Yeah.
Very scumbag move. Speaking about scumbag moves, Canada versus the United States. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this. First of all, people booing the American anthem. Canadians doing that. Not a fan of. And again, I'm not exactly happy that they won. They won this year and got the gold. Not happy about that. There's certain things that Canada, we should always win this, considering the fact 90% of your fucking hockey players, the ones that make the big bucks, are the ones that like legitimately are Canadian. So to me, I'm like, shit. Don't like the fact we lost in overtime. But don't boo another country. Don't boo another country's fucking anthem.
I'd say I ain't gonna boot your anthem. Shit.
Yeah, don't do that. Now the saltiness of losing to America. Guys, because they put out a nice little thing here. You know what? I'm gonna do something solid. I'm gonna get you the image of this. And I thought this was funny. I thought this, where other people got really upset, and I do mean they got upset, versus what actually happened here. I'll get you the... Here, I'll get you the thing. And I'm just grabbing it here. Hold on a second, boys. This kind of made me chuckle more than anything else. But people were like, they got so upset over this. There was a level of butthurt over this one image. It was really laughable in a lot of ways. And I couldn't stop chuckling in a way, because in my brain, I'm thinking to myself, okay, guys, yeah, the White House did this, but I mean, I've seen worse in our society. And to be honest, this is little compared to what normal Donald Trump likes to do. There's the image right there, boys. It's a Canada goose getting beat up by an eagle, and the White House sent this out. Now, what you don't know is the actual article. The goose wins in the end. It actually fights off the eagle, but the goose is getting his ass kicked. And Justin Trudeau, you can't take our country, and you can't take our game. Yeah.
Wait, your game? What game? There's a specific Canadian game?
Yes, it's called hockey that we just lost. That it's like, guys, the people who are getting salty and upset about this, like someone took a chainsaw. I saw. I don't know how much of this was like a joke. Someone took a chainsaw to a goddamn plasma screen TV, freaking out over the fact that they lost. I mean, it sucks that we lost. I hate that Canada lost.
Man, don't you love having to pay for something that you own that you destroyed because you're a clown? Oh man.
I don't know how truthful that is. That was stupid. When I saw it, I started laughing. I said, guys, it sucks. It sucks we lost. Come back the next Winter Olympics and win the fucking thing. I don't like when Canada lose, period. But like, show some pride in our fucking country. And then, like I said, booing their anthem is so bad in a lot of ways. Like, it's the same thing with the Olympic stuff on the level of pride that everyone should have on their country. Everyone should have pride for their country. If you are going to the Olympics, if you don't have pride, you don't feel it. Like, if you're going there, well, I'm not particularly happy with my thing, buddy. Don't. Then here's what you do. Don't fucking take the money at that point. Show pride in your country. Show pride in who you are, and do the right fucking thing and live.
Are you talking about that one guy who got on the soapbox at the Olympics or whatever, trying to?
There was a couple of them. And one got kicked out. And I'm happy that person.
I was like, dude, if you're going to this, you are nothing but a representative of said country. So do your job, shut the fuck up, and get your medal.
Like I don't have pride for people that talk that shit. I don't. And like I'm okay with the White House doing that. Okay, haha, funny. We'll get you next time, bitch. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Fucking
hopefully your next prime minister is going to be Hager. Beat up all the bad guys.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that balls to the wall. You gotta have that mentality of, okay, I'll get you next.
Could you imagine the next hockey team is like a bunch of goons from Street Fighter? Like they're all fucking built.
Oh, dude, Buddy knocked out one of your players' teeth out. Like right, fucking 3 of the teeth were missing.
That sounds like hockey to me. It's less about the game and more about having a miniature boxing match on ice.
I gotta say, we lost, but fucking 28 shots versus 41. We were attacking like a fucking son of a bitch. Like you can't say Canada wasn't a hard fought game. Okay, so I'm not okay with gold. I don't like that we had gold as far as I'm concerned. Fuck. But I'm not fuck America. I'm like, fuck, we didn't get that in. That sucks. That's the right response.
And I'd agree.
Yeah,
I'm one of those guys who said, I don't give a fuck about the Olympics. Why? It's who cares? The Olympics. I'm more worried about what's at home.
Yeah. No, like, but
it is a nice distraction to have. That's the way I look at sports. It's just entertainment.
Yeah, it's the
win or lose, it's whatever.
You know what pisses me off? When one of our Canadian teams got hit by one of the skeleton girls got hit by the fucking broom, and because one of the persons was sweeping there. I mean, goddamn, that she's going fucking 30 and she gets nailed by a broom. I mean, it's always fun watching skeleton anyway because they wear skin tight. They wear damn near close to skin tight outfits.
Oh, and whenever they hit the wall, you got that jiggle.
Oh yeah, just damn. But
that's one of those few times where it pays to be bottom heavy in a sport.
Yeah. Oh man, I've said to people before. I am not going to when it comes to. I will never watch male skeleton. Woman skeleton, I'll always watch.
Chief, did I ever tell you about what my favorite Olympic event is?
What?
It's the diving board one, for no reason in particular.
Oh, I'm well aware. There's a really attractive redhead that does the Canadian diving, and yes, yeah. I am very. Yeah.
I'll be real with you. I'm not there for the sport. I don't care about the sport. Fuck the cards. I don't care what the judges think. That's a 10 in my eyes.
I'm there with you, especially the gymnastics. I'm there with you on that one. I get what you're saying. Oh yeah. But it doesn't matter. We're being a little bit of perverted. That's okay. But that's the sports, man. Be
fortunate. It's the only time I ever out myself like that.
We all got to have that respect for that. I feel like I'm actually a little ashamed of that bullshit because it's like, have respect for your country, man. If your fucking country, have respect for it. If you don't have respect for it, why the fuck are you doing that? Why are you going to be the guy who leads that fucking army? And that's how it works. Like, because you're supposed to show that shit, man. Like, I wouldn't. If this is me and this is me doing something, I'm not going to go to my way to do something if I feel that it's directly going to be opposed to my own moral values. to a point. Like, you don't need to do that job as a you don't need that job. No one does.
Chief, I have
Yeah.
something I can relate to when it comes to the national anthems and all that. I remember hearing a story from someone I knew, another sailor, and I think it was over in like Guam.
Yeah.
Some area where a bunch of other countries converge on, and they have their own little bits there. They say at 8 in the morning, you do not go out unless you want to stand there for about an hour and a half holding a salute, because everyone's national anthem goes off, and you're supposed to salute everyone's national anthem. You salute your own standard, but you're going to sit there with a salute until every national anthem of every country there goes through.
And you know what? Fucking damn right. That's my response. Damn fucking right. So, next we're getting to the snake oil salesman part of the hour. Bob,
boy.
Something else you wanted to bring to me.
Yeah, it was just an idea that I threw at the chief one time, and I was like, fuck it, this is going to be funny.
Yep, go for it.
All right, let me pull some up. Because I had my tabs open, I got shipped over. All right, so the first one that I actually looked into was actually something referred to as MMS, Miracle Mineral Solution.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I actually first found this from a news broadcast that aired about 10 years ago. I think it was North Carolina.
I should have got these images off you of these companies, but my brain didn't. I didn't think about it.
Oh, this isn't a company? Well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Okay, so what this guy did was he was selling this product, and what the news reported was that this guy kind of has a church, less on the religious side and more about pushing the product, so a cult.
Yep.
And the sheer amount of things that it said it could fix. It was like, oh yeah, it could fix, cancer, it could fix heart palpitations, it could fix autism, it could fix all this.
Yep.
Hold up. I may have an image for you. Because there was this mother that claimed that she gave this product to her babies to help them grow or whatever the fuck.
Oh, I don't know if I want to see this.
This was a seminar that she was having, and
Okay.
look at that quote. Look at that quote right there. This was a screenshot that I took from that news broadcast.
In general, you send it to me. Just.
Okay. 1 moment. I'll put it in general.
Yeah, put it in general. Waiting for it.
There you are. That shit is wild to claim. And also the wording there.
Yeah.
So I found another article from MedSafe, New Zealand Medicines and Medical Device Safety Authority.
Hold on. I gotta get the image.
Okay. And this also talks about MMS. This is more recent.
Where are you? Oh, you fucker. You should be showing up. Why aren't you showing up? Should be screenshot. Why am I not seeing screenshot? Screenshot. There it is. Jesus fuck. Yeah.
That's a mother who gave this product to their children. Now,
Now, what's the horrible after story of this? What happened to these kids?
So, this product, MMS, during the news report, they brought it to 2 chemists, and turns out the ingredients make effectively minute doses of bleach.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy is selling bleach. Drinkable bleach.
Miracle Mineral products, also described on associated websites as water purification solutions, are promoted as effective destroyers of pathogens, fungi, disease, bacteria, viruses, and most recently, the COOF that came out in 2020. MedSafe is not aware of any scientific evidence that these products are effective against pathogens in the body when the product is consumed. In other words, this is poisonous.
Yeah, this causes liver disease, kill you.
This will recent thing was published on this website on the 8th of April, 2022. That's why I said it was like, so something from 10 years ago was recently talked about here on this website in a very recent year, about 4 years ago. MedSafe advises, do not buy or consume, drink Miracle Mineral Solutions products or associated products described as water purification solutions. Okay, so the reason they were able to get around this loophole of basically selling not just snake oil but outright poison was they described it as water purification. That was the loophole they got out of it. But then they turned around and sold it off as, well, this can cure your child's autism and all that shit.
That's evil.
Yeah, absolutely evil.
Yep.
And also, look at that wording there. Children the ages of 2 and 32. I don't know a child that's, 32, do you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I took it off because it's just like it's a little nauseating. This shit, I love this shit, but I hate this shit too.
The drug. I won't lie. This was probably the darkest that I've found. Yeah, I mean the other one you shot me was like the garden hose thing, but we also have Jilly Juice from Dr. Phil.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do Jilly Juice. I haven't talked about Jilly Juice in a long time.
Okay, it was aired on an episode of Dr. Phil because this lady was a pseudo doctor. She did not have a doctorate degree at all. It was pseudoscience nonsense. And the product that she was trying to give to people was like a laxative that got all the bad shit out of you. But she called them purges. You got to give the cutesy name to it. The thing was like 90% sodium, so you're drinking like raw fucking salt. And your body is going to push it out because it sees it as poison and something you're not supposed to have.
Yep.
But, dumping your entire daily worth of calories out of yourself consistently will end in a very slow, painful death.
Yes, it will.
The lady was called out on Dr. Phil, and she's like, oh, you wouldn't try this? As she's talking to the physician, and the guy's like, oh, no. No. And she would market it towards just about anybody she could because, how these snake oil people are. So it was like, this elderly woman who was effectively a victim.
Yeah, that's gross. All right.
And then
next.
the other one that you shot towards me, this will be the last one. I'm going to try and keep it to a 3-piece. Goop is the more entertaining one.
Goop is fascinating. I know a lot more about Goop than I know about most other things because of one thing, and that was the vagina candles or the squeed candles and juices of certain somebody or something in a candle.
Oh, the other don't forget the little
vagina
bottles.
Stones.
Oh yeah, the vagina stones. Oh, but don't forget there was also like the psychic vampire repellent or whatever the fuck, which was just water with goddamn little tiny rocks in it. Did fuck all.
Yeah. Psychic vampires. Gotta watch out for them psychic vampires. Yeah, Pigeon hasn't shown up yet. Shadow Man hasn't showed up yet, so we don't have a psychic vampire in Pigeon.
Oh, no psychic vampires. Okay, well, good. I guess the repellent that I paid $500 for is working.
Oh, no, the prices of these are insane. The vagina
absolutely.
Stone, the vagina stone is the most interesting of one of them all.
Okay, you want the price of these stones?
Yeah, give me the price of these stones.
The
Basically,
jade and rose quartz
let me
eggs
explain it. Let me
are
explain it, Bob.
anywhere. Huh?
Bob, let me explain. These are stones that apparently help you
I got the
get.
readout right here for them.
Oh, you got the actual thing? Explain them.
Yeah. Jade and rose quartz eggs that sell from anywhere to $55 to $66 for vaginal insertions. Sorry, I almost choked there. To improve muscle tone, hormonal balance, and energy. Energy in air quotes, of course. These products face severe medical criticisms for the potential risks like infection and toxic shock syndrome.
Yep.
Yeah, they were yoni eggs, which I don't understand what steaming your cooter does, but okay, you go, girl. God,
Yeah.
just
So
imagine the smell.
by putting this inside you, like you can actually have chemical leakage into your body. You gotta understand, certain things
Those
can
sensitive membranes
kill.
are not very thick.
No, they're not. And these things can kill you. What's worse is like this is why like when people do like people talk about like the weird kinky shit people do. Never ever and never ever put alcohol like people talk about the beer, the bottle, the like one of the enema cleanses. They'll ram wine up your butt.
Ugh.
Some
Yeah,
people
nothing
want.
like fermented grapes going up your pooper.
No, seriously, the people have talked about this. This is one of the most disgusting things. This is all shams, by the way. These are like again. I am the genetic freak
I don't
of
even.
geek.
I'm about to say, yeah, I don't even trust suppositories.
I am the genetic freak of geek. So if it's something weird and all over and like weird out there shit, people will do that. They'll use chocolate. What they'll do is a mixture of chocolate. I'm not lying. This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Some doctors will prescribe this shit. Chocolate, a mixture of chocolate and wine, and they put it up your pooper. And they actually, some of them will put it apparently to help you, like, so you can get a better shot of like your body. What they'll do for women is they'll put that up the and
No.
also
Don't do that.
also up the pee hole. And they'll fight, like some people do this for fetish shit. Some people do this for fetish shit, but some people do it for actual healing cleansing. Wink, wink, wink. This is shit. This is like the weird, obscure shit you can get in Mexico.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, you do not want to know what happens to a woman when you ram an alcoholic substance. Which, by the way, alcohol is a light poisoning to your body. It's about as bad as these goddamn Coca-Cola Zeros I nonstop drink.
I can give you a rough idea what happens to a sensitive membrane whenever you put something fermented and light poisoning down there.
Yeah.
Sepsis can set in, especially if it manages to get stuck in there and ferment. I know that's fucking disgusting, but welcome to the reality of this world and what people will do for so-called health.
Yeah. There is things these people do. This is disgusting shit, but people do this for fetish reasons, and some people do it for actual cleaning and cleansing. And then what they'll do is afterwards, after they do this, they flush out with water. It is one of the crazy.
So you give extra moisture to the mold. Lovely.
Yeah. They flush you out with a warm substance water, which is kind of a water and like I can't remember what the other thing is. It basically cleans you out. But this is one of the most awful things I've heard people talk about. Now, I've never had an enema. I've had people who've had enemas because you have to do that sometimes to cleanse your bowels to do when they want to stick the camera up the hoo-ha. But
yeah, check for polyps and prostate.
Yeah. It's not fun. But anyway,
It never is.
It's awful. No, it's awful. It is weird, evil shit that like some people will do to each other. I can only imagine like someone out there has done some perverted shit. Like I can only doctor horror stories and someone. As much as I'm drinking my Coke Zero, I keep thinking to myself, someone did something stupid with a bottle of Coca-Cola. But
Okay. Well, if you really want to know the fun part here,
yeah, go ahead.
Goop paid $145,000 to settle a lawsuit regarding these unsubstantiated and unscientific health claims.
Yep. Gwyneth Paltrow sold a scam to people, and she did it for a while until she had to pay out. The funny thing is, I think Goop is gone. I don't think Goop exists anymore. I think they changed their name to another company, but they're pretty much dead. Like, they've been bankrupt ever since. Like, and the thing is, they're scams.
And to add on top of that, their little base of operations, their cult compound, if you will.
Yep.
I want to know the price tag of those handmade vegan meals. Because that was the thing they claimed. I want to know the goddamn price that you have to fork over for a fucking chicken wrap. Oh, wait, no, it's not chicken wrap. It's going to be a veggie wrap because vegan.
It's an avocado wrap. By the way, there was a video I've been sending around of a vegan, a lifetime vegetarian/vegan. For the first time, she tried steak, and watching her eyes roll into the back of her head. Great. Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Before healthy recipes, focus on fresh ingredients, clean sauces, and often use lettuce, colored greens, peppers. Yep. I want to know the price tag of this shit. I need to know how much they are robbing people.
Oh yeah, their wraps and their food thing is very like I hate to say it, as much as I don't like Factor, I'm actually not a fan of Factor. I'm not a fan of Factor. I'm not a fan of these other like instant food stuff. I'm not saying they're not good to have, and some of them are really tasty. I've had some Factor. It's not bad. But, I still think the price they're giving you for Factor compared to actually going out and getting the groceries yourself and prepping food and preparing it for yourself, which takes less time. Maybe I don't know. I'm a toss up for Factor. Like nothing's gonna stop.
Okay, what do we have here? The Falaf Tech OH hummus wrap sold for $17.99 plus, and I guess the plus is
dollars for something you could make 5 times more. Okay. All right.
Chicken salad summer rolls for $16.79.
That's insane. Okay, I'm gonna break you down your price here for the same price of that. How many? Is it just the one, or is it multiple?
I have a feeling the price has changed because what I'm getting here is it's like $16.79 to $17.99 plus. Because it's the wraps and rolls, at least right here.
How much are the wraps and rolls? I need to know because I can actually break down the price because I actually do cook. I'm actually a seasoned cook.
At the lowest, it's $16.79. At the highest, it appears to be around $24.
How many?
For one. Because you know how you got the one thing, you cut it in half, and it looks like 2?
Absurd. One is absurd. Do you know how much I could buy for your hummus wrap? Hummus.
How much?
Falafel.
Pretty cheap, depending on where you go. Don't go to Whole Foods.
$4 to $5. Hummus is about $4 to $5. Okay, let me do the math.
Yeah, $7 in Whole Foods.
I'm going to a store. I'm actually going to go to a store site right now. We're going to do the math right now, guys, not including tax.
Oh my God! Fuck off. The salads are $15 to $20.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay,
I can go to the store right now and get a salad for under $10. All the ingredients under $10.
Yeah, you could. Like even when I buy those instant salads, I know I'm being scammed because I buy those instant salads and they're usually about 12 to 13 bucks.
Yeah.
So,
and this is U.S. money, not talking about like Canucky Land money.
Oh God damn! Eggs are like 99 cents right now.
Ooh, that's actually kind of nice.
What? Oh, fucking pepperoni sticks are on for fucking $8. Cool. Okay, sorry about that.
I'm actually excited. It was like, oh shit. Eggs for 99 cents? Hell yeah.
Limited 4 for $8. That's not a bad deal. Anyway, let me get my list open. I'm gonna open up a list here, and I'm gonna make your hummus wrap. Okay. So your
Yeah.
hummus wrap. Okay. Hummus. Okay. Hummus is $3 for a thing of hummus. We're gonna go for the traditional hummus, and we're gonna go for $4.95. So that is now if I buy a huge thing of hummus, I can get it for $7. But we're
Yeah,
going
get
for
like one of those dip cup things that they sell.
yeah. I'm actually buying the good.
Well,
Hummus.
that's what the plastic thing looks like to me. It looks like a dip cup.
So okay, 450. It's a small, but my hummus. What's the grammage on their hummus? That's one, right? So that's one. That's probably 12 grams of that's probably 12 to 16 grams. I am buying 260 grams. So we're also looking at probably
And like maybe an avocado tortilla or whatever the fuck they use to wrap it.
okay, avocados. You're looking at if I was to buy. Okay, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna buy 3 avocados.
Okay.
So 3 avocados. That is three. That's about $4. It's
Three
about four.
shabakadoos.
Yeah, $4. Oh shit! That's not $400. Oops. $4. Bam. So I'm at $8 right now.
Yeah.
Now
And
you're
note to
gonna
yourself,
go,
you're going to be able to make multiple of these with these ingredients, not just one cut in half to look like two.
okay, I misspelled that all altogether. But it sent me to chickpeas. Oops, tomatoes. Oh my god, I spelled that. What the fuck, man? I'm having one of those moments.
And let's assume it has a thing of fucking kale in there too,
Tomatoes.
or some
Okay,
other leafy green like kale or
for
spinach.
tomatoes, unless I go salsa, I could go salsa, but I'm not gonna go salsa. Okay, so tomatoes. I'm gonna say tomatoes. So it's a thing of tomatoes. 4 tomatoes. You're looking at okay. That's another $3.
Not
So $3. That's $3. Another that is. I'm at $8 now. Let's say 3. So we're at $11 now. Now your lettuce. You're looking at a 6-pack of lettuce. Now that's where you get a little expensive. You're looking at $5. Now you're
How much
looking
for a
at
thing of spinach as an alternative?
a spinach alternative. Okay, we'll get a
Yeah.
bag of spinach.
Spinach.
Spinach is wow. Okay, if you go with Popeye spinach, way more grammage, by the way. 283 grams. You're looking at $3. You're looking at right now for that price. $3. That's not bad. I'm looking at $19 for all the ingredients that are probably in this meal.
Yeah. Typically, if lettuce is expensive because of like a season or something, I'll go for spinach.
Well, no, right there. Your avocado hummus wrap is nice, but we are able to make with that grammage. If you add everything, including the falafels, which is another $4. Okay, you're looking at $23. Now you're looking at $23. One wrap for that price, you are paying for that set of falafels. I can probably make 2, 3, 8, 10. Still have spinach left over. Okay, so I can make about 4. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. We're looking at 6 wraps plus extra spinach left over, plus falafels left over, plus maybe a little bit of hummus, plus right there. So I can make about 4 wraps for their price of $16. For that price of $23. There's 4 wraps in there, spinach left over, which you can use it for other stuff. The wraps you can use with stuff. By the way, never turn down a pepper. Never turn down a pepperoni pizza wrap. Those are really good. Or another thing I like to do sometimes, if you want to, is peanut butter and bananas. put peanut butter in there, and then you put bananas in there. Yeah, there you go. You could do you still have extra ingredients. That's the benefit. This is the reason why I don't like Factor. Like stuff like Factor and stuff. And I'm not trying to diss Factor. If I ever get a sponsor from Factor, I appreciate that. But I like the ability to cook and have extra ingredients left over. For example, I did peanut butter cookies.
Ooh.
For people. Like I made some cookies for some people.
Yeah.
I have lots of peanut butter left over. I have lots of peanut butter left over. That's how it works. Or, and I've been having peanut butter and crackers. I buy a lot of apples. I use apples to make hot apple stuff. Or when I make my soups, I'll have extra potatoes over. There's fries. There's this. There's that. There's all these different ingredients you can make stuff with. Sure, it costs that. Like, when I was laughing at, like, I even said to someone recently, I was talking about the soup stuff not too long ago. I make soup, okay? My price tag for my bags of soup, for 2 cups of soup, is about $5 a thing. I've been underselling my soup because they do a cup and a half of soup for goddamn fucking almost $7 a fucking for that cup and a half.
Yeah. And my next question is, what would you say is a fair price for a sit-down restaurant to feed 2 adults?
That's the problem. That is, you got to count overhead into consideration and prep time.
Yeah, but even so, last time me and a friend hung out, the total for both of us, even with like a little premium because he wanted to have a little extra something on the side, it came out to about $33 for 2 adults. Wasn't bad at all. Great restaurant.
See, to me that's overpriced. But to me, I cook my own food.
I know, but it is the thing. Eating out's always going to be fucking expensive. If the meals are like $20 for a single person, you can go fuck yourself. No.
Yeah.
But the meals we had was like, one was $8, the other one was like maybe $10. And then the little extra stuff on the side came up to like $33.
Well, look, Bob, I used to do this back in the day as a thing. It's something I would do to like kind of like have something to eat. Mm-hmm. I would legitimately buy. Back in the day, it would be Taco Tuesday, so Toonie Tuesday for tacos. I used to buy $50 worth of tacos and eat tacos for like the next 4 days.
And that sounds like my life, except it was pasta.
Yeah. So to me, well, fuck yeah, I know. I was looking at my like today. I ate my. Do you know what I did? Because I make some chunky pasta sauce. I had my I didn't bother making pasta. I just made pasta sauce. I just ate the pasta sauce, and because my pasta sauce is legitimately like heavy, thick sauce, and it's like all these ingredients, it's like eating soup. It's like eating a tomato soup.
Yeah, tomato soup with like maybe some sausage in it.
Sausage, ground beef, olives, mushrooms, 2 types of peppers.
Yeah.
I go all in. So no, that's how
even so, like $33 between 2 adults with a little extra, costly stuff on the side isn't okay. Horrible. I've been through worse. I've been through far worse.
Well, what did you? If you guys getting a rough order. Okay. At the end of the month, I'm going to make. It's
also cheaper if you go for like the lunch special or whatnot.
Okay, so what I'll do, what I'm about to do this week. So Friday and Saturday, when I get paid, I'm going to buy 3 loaves of garlic bread at $4 a piece. Cheese, pepperoni, hot sausage sauce, like things with sausage, like spaghetti sauce with sausage, or maybe just a standard pizza sauce. I'm thinking pizza sauce this time. Green olives, black olives, and that's going to be about close to about $20-$30. Okay, I'm going to feed 6 people. Garlic bread pizza. I'm going to feed 6 people for the same price 2 people ate. and maybe have leftovers. Well, actually, I know I'm going to have leftovers. Then, like a pasta salad. Okay, I'm going to make up a big batch of pasta salad. It's going to cost me an extra 20, maybe $30 too. I'm going to feed about 8 people with that.
Yeah. Hey, Ars.
Hello.
Hello. So
Man, look
yeah,
at these fucking pictures on the Goop Kitchen website, man.
Yeah.
It's like, of course they don't show a price tag. So you click on it.
Yeah. No, that vagina stone shit just floored me because that is like one of the most dangerous things I've ever seen them do. Like, there's some evil shit people do in their lives. Like I've dealt with, like I said, I used to look at horror stories where like girls would come in and it's like, yeah, my boyfriend stuck this up me, and it's like, you know what you're risking there. You hope they get it out quick, and it's like, like for example, I don't know if you heard about the guy who the butt plug guy, the butt plug and the magnet.
Ah! Ah!
Okay, so a guy
Uh,
went up for something when they
yeah.
used that magnet, and he put a butt plug. Apparently, it ended up
Yeah.
up near where his lungs were.
Yeah, because he was having an MRI scan.
Yep. It went, boom, right up his ass.
Yeah, it shot right fucking through him because, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a guy had a guy had a nice little piece of metal on his junkin. Never told anybody he had the piece of metal on his junkin. The junkin shot up and ripped right off his. It ripped off his Johnson.
Shut up, please.
Okay.
My hands are over my eyes. I'm just like, yeah. No.
The fun thing is you find out.
Even though this was my thing and we were laughing about it, I'm ready to move on to the next subject. I don't want to think about this anymore.
Okay. All right. So we're moving on to the next subject because Bob doesn't want to talk about the weird things people put in their butts, in their bodies.
No, I don't care. Put up your pooper. It's the body horror that comes afterward for you being stupid. And
I don't know.
Bob's mind processes what happens to a human body. All right?
Yeah.
You kind of have to whenever, a line snaps on a ship.
Yep.
It's that vivid imagination, man.
We are starting that. We are starting Growlancer now. Bob's dealing with that.
Yeah, I'm dealing with the vivid memories of degloving.
I was just. Why should you? I wasn't.
I know the horror
excuse me.
stories
I
of
need
what
to talk with
happens
my
when they
sister
put boiling
privately.
oil on nights.
That's fine.
We'll
just wait here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like
Sister.
peeling off chainmail off guys' raw skin and just it fusing to the skin and then melt it fused to the skin on their guy's head and then melted in, and so them trying to peel it off was like instant scalping. The shit that we used to like
same thing with that Vietnam movie where the one guy got hit with napalm, so they tried picking up by his legs, and it was like it felt like a Chili's ad, fall off the bone good ribs.
Yeah. No, dude, imagine that. His ear, like just his scalp, just pulling it off his scalp.
Yeah,
and when you find out the
smell of
truth,
rancid pork.
like, oh, dude, like the shit that medieval people do to each other, man, back in the day. Like we are a fascinating creatures in the shit that we do to each other. So I always laugh at human beings.
It's like, trust me, getting shot's not the worst way to go. Trust me.
Yeah. No, it isn't. It's scary. It's scary what human beings go through, and what we've done to people in medieval times, man. Oh my lord.
Oh like the one that happened in China with the hot lead and silver and gold. And then there was the other one of the boiling crown or the molten crown over in like France.
Well, you know what? The funny thing about also the tap dancing shoes. Don't forget the tap dancing shoes, Bob.
I'm happy I forgot that one.
Yep. Nothing like having the last ballerina dance of your life.
Hans, we don't care enough to send the very best.
And this is why I say the breaking wheel isn't bad. All right, bring out the breaking wheel.
No, if you understand, like I said, I'm genetic freak of geek, boys. If it's weird and occult, I probably know about it.
I do appreciate your wisdom.
Hell with you.
I don't appreciate my wisdom some days, but that's just how it goes. I'd rather forget. But it's how life goes. How's ours doing? You having a good day, ours?
That's a segue.
Could be worse.
Doing okay. Just eating a sandwich.
Yep. Oh, we forgot to do your care. Remind me to next week to do your stuff because you had your birthday hours. Like we totally forgot. Okay.
Fine.
Don't let me forget that because I forgot to give you your experience and shit. You might have leveled up.
Right.
Never doubt the power of birthday experience.
Yeah, never dealt that power, man.
For the power of aging. I
power
am
of aging.
older.
The puppet master grows in power.
Yep. I totally forgot. Don't let me do that because I will forget, and it's like that's not fair to the. I make it a point that everyone gets that birthday experience, so it's something that you got to remind me of, or I will forget.
Yeah, I'll remember for next time.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to dick you. Yeah, I don't want to dick you around the years.
Last time I got called off a lot.
Yeah, I know. We were like, "Are you there? Hello, hello."
I'm gonna make a bagel while you play Growlancer. And should
So,
I?
no, you're
Once
not.
I make this, should I
You're
talk
gonna
about Crystal?
Yeah, we're going to do the review of Crystal today too, and we still got to do the review of Maverick because we watched that and we didn't review it. The Mel Gibson movie we watched recently, movie night.
Humiliation
I know.
galore coming.
I'm just muted because I don't want people to be hearing, me getting, cream cheese and all that stuff. Because I'm hungry. Give me a moment.
Yep, no problem.
Taste my...
There, dead.
Embrace the foul stench of your demise.
And yeah, no. So it's just funny though, like the stuff that like I like. A lot of this stuff came from my study. Like when I was a teenager, I got really hardcore into studying the macabre and a lot of stuff because I had a weird obsession with vampires when I had my vampire teenage year. Yeah. It's just one of those things you did when you're a teenager. We all had those moments, and I studied that stuff. And yeah, no, what made me stop studying that stuff was the unfortunate, like, I came to a very fast realization in life that you have to be very careful with your studies, because it kind of gave me a disturbing I had disturbing thoughts after, study, because it led me down the road of vampires led me to serial killers, and serial killers made me like, that is some horrible shit. Because some serial killers, their idea of love was slowly choking the life out of another human being. And when you realize that these people, because they have no problem talking about the evils of their psychotic
Don't worry,
brains.
I won't hurt her. Please.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and it's like, you don't want to do that. And it's crazy, but that's how it is.
I'm just happy I was not a vampire werewolf kid when I was growing up. I wasn't a similar thing with the macabre. I mean, I'm sure we all had our edgy moments. But mostly my stuff was the Warhammer shit. Like that fusion of metal and flesh. That was my big deal.
I don't know. Never been a fan of. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with the Warhammer stuff because Warhammer has always been. It's one of those things where it's that double-edged sword in my brain because I'm like, really?
Oh, serious? That's not.
Well, I like Warhammer for the...
I'll still admit, yeah, I was good. What else was there to like, you know? I ain't gonna be watching Naruto. I don't have the streaming ability for it. I ain't gonna be watching fucking anime.
Believe it!
I know, but everybody was into Naruto and all that shit. Meanwhile, I'm reading old codexes in my spare time and all that shit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, I don't talk about Warhammer anymore because fuck it.
Like my buddy, like a lot of it was other people liking stuff and me getting into their stuff. Like that was kind of how I went with that.
I was a hardcore contrarian. You like something, so I'll evade it and go for something else.
Oh no, I love some of the fascinating shit people would send. The shit people would send me, all the weird works and money and stuff and side hustles people would send me. Like I love that stuff. That stuff was like ice cream to me back in the day because to me it was like someone would say, "Oh, I like this really obscure thing," and my brain would be like, let me have a look at this. And I fell in love with a lot of weird shit because of my friends. Like my friends who were, like in a lot of ways, I owe a lot of my weird macabre, like Star Trek. Let's be honest, my macabre stuff and the stuff I did back in the day. Oh hey DJ. Oh hey, I hope you enjoy your work today, but I gotta ask a question. I've been wanting to ask this question for your work, for stuff. We was talking to LCX about starting a horror movie about a horror video game about riding on the New York rail system. What do you think? You think it would work? You think that'd be a fun tale to tell?
That actually sounds like a Chilla's Art game.
Oh, dude, like...
Because Chilla's Art did one where you're a bus driver.
Yeah, because you work late night. You work late night and stuff. Like I have a friend of mine who does late night stuff. Like we have a couple people we know does late night stuff. This drunk crackhead came onto the frickin' thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. After a fashion, yeah. Yeah, we got to talk about that. No, I thought it was a butt plug.
What?
Okay. No, the whole DJ's bringing the magnet. Oh, I thought it was a cork. After a fashion. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
No. That was a silicone butt plug with a metal core brought into an MRI machine.
Yep. Stupid.
It's one way to gut yourself.
Yeah, it ended up in his lung case.
Bleeding, potential sepsis, going through that.
And by the way, that wasn't slow. That would be like that wasn't fast. That would be.
The worst part is you couldn't exit because you'd be going against the magnetic pole and impaling yourself further.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't think that's what Vlad imagined when he said impale. By the way, finish my bagel.
Yep. Awful story. No, because a friend of mine was telling me a tale of his late night time where some meth head walked onto the subway train system, when they smelt of weird alcohol and something else. We don't know if he was huffing, something. My friend doesn't know, and he goes to light a smoke, and he drops the match onto his pants, and it literally set him on fire. He went up like a fucking Roman candle for a couple seconds. Well, they were on the train going down the L line or something. It was like one of these lines on the train. I don't know what he said, but it was so bad. It's like he's like, ugh. He's like, what the fuck? Like people were screaming and shit. It was a horrible incident, and that happened. That happened. That happened right where they. That was right with this guy back in the day, and that was kind of amusing. So horror stories, my friend. Horror stories.
Sorry to.
So,
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear.
I can't.
Should I get on to the Free Soul
Don't
review?
press your.
Yes, go ahead.
As
You're
I
just
pick
having-
up the music of Free Soul, because the soundtrack is a fucking banger. Now,
Just where?
I'm going to.
typically for
Nonsense.
immersion in
But
games,
Father-
I always try to do it in its
No, but-
native
but Father-
language.
That
Like
was
when I play
the
Ghost of
danger of
Tsushima, I
losing
do it
your
in
life
Japanese with
this
subtitles.
expendable squadron.
I was very
I won't
happy to find in the settings that I could play this game in Spanish with English subtitles. But there were some words I can understand.
I can skip.
without the translation.
Like we are
think-
playing a game right now.
Oh, you said yes. I thought you were confirming.
No. I was saying, about that. We're playing a game right now that was unfortunately literally did not allow that, because back in the day, be thankful they do that now. They don't allow to do that.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
you should do
thought
is-
you were saying, Bob, shut up, we're playing a game.
I cannot
Sorry.
force you to honor your duty and disobey your
No,
father. That
no.
is a decision only
Yeah.
you can make.
No, because this game actually
Right.
did that.
Enough debate. You
Yeah. So, what initially got me
You
into
know the
this game was
consequences
this
of that choice, right?
pseudo
Of course.
eldritch
Father will not be
kind of
pleased.
feeling
I
that it
won't
had.
run
The
from
game
this.
plays a lot like
Even
Resident
if-
Evil
So-
Village, where it's a first-person
Yes,
horror
Captain.
shooter.
Good.
And the best part, it was actually I got it for $17. In some cases, people only paid like 20. It's a cheap game made by Blumhouse. So I can't be as harsh on it as I normally would for other games because the price is low comparatively. Where to start? Chief, help me out. What would you want me to talk about? What's a good start?
Well, let's start about the beginning of the game and give us a short guideline, and then follow that up with other stuff. That's
A
my
short guideline of the initial part of the game. I was worried it was going to be a walking. Oh, the initial idea?
Yeah, like what is the game? What was the rough idea? Who do you play? Where do you start off of?
You play Gabriel, and he is a soldier from Hispania who is a follower of the sun god, or the soul. And you were sent out to this island that the sun has not shone in years. And you pretty much, the boat is destroyed and you kind of just end up on the shore. What else? You end up on the shore, and the beginning of the game's a little fuzzy for me because I remember the mid part, the meat.
Yeah.
But your whole
you
mission
die.
is to figure out what the fuck happened here. But the sun, the god the sun, gives you the order to go to the chapel. You need to go to the chapel at the top.
Take this.
So as you're walking on this beach, the first thing I noticed, and I was like, no, why did they do this? Fuck. Yellow paint. Yellow paint. Saying you can climb here, you can crawl under this and that and the other thing. I'm like, why the yellow paint? Because I was fully immersed until I saw yellow paint. I was bitter, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just a tutorial, because as you go from the beach to the side, there's like a pier area. The pier's obviously been shattered, and it's like, okay, Maybe, because sometimes bollards are painted yellow and all this shit. And alright, fine. No, the yellow paint doesn't go away. Yellow paint all throughout the game of things you can clamber over, crawl under, and climb up. That's it. I can understand things like yellow tarps, because there are tarps that are yellow, but when wood is painted in such a way that it's yellow, I was not appreciating it. So, the tutorial is a bit of walking, understanding the movement, all that, being able to crawl under things. There is no jumping at all in the game. Like, you don't jump.
They got what they deserved.
You can climb up things, but you just walk towards it, so your guy just vaults it.
Yeah.
And when you make it to the first, I guess you'd say small chapel, it's not the chapel, your guy kind of fucking dies on the spot. Because you're going through this town, and there's nobody. Not even a corpse. It's just a ghost town. And you're like, what the fuck happened here? I've never seen a war zone, because the guy you're playing as is a soldier. I want people to remember that for the future, and that'll be another complaint of mine. But he's like, I've never been in a war zone where there were no bodies at all, not even rifles, anything. Normally there'd be something strewn around the ground. Yeah, you find this woman, she freaks out, she runs off to the small chapel. And there's still this mention of, like, they're gonna get us. They're coming for us, all that stuff. Because the lady's screaming as she's talking, and before you interrupt her, she's talking in the radio. So you get to the chapel, lady's dead, it was killed by a mannequin. These wooden mannequin things that seem to be puppeted by some deity of some sort. And your guy dies on the spot, but you ask the son for a second chance, and to give you a boost to help you out on your quest of redemption, he gives you his blood. This blood converts the pistol that you have on hand into this blood weapon that can actually harm these puppet things. They're like wooden statues that come to life.
Yeah.
And the reason I don't say mannequins is because they're also part of the architecture. Like, you know, wooden statues that would be carved. Some of them are for carnival, other ones are like permanent things that are meant to be...
Yeah. Vestiges. They're vestiges.
Okay.
Vestiges.
Items
worshipped and put out there, most likely former saints or something of a biblical matter, gargoyles, other shit like that would be functionally found.
Correct. You are correct. Yes, that is what they do. That is where they are placed. Some of them are also on top of caskets.
Yeah.
And where was that? So this weapon, which has the sun's blood, this is where the horror and balance comes in. Because your ammunition is the blood that is sapped from your health bar. So you have to balance your health meter when you go into an engagement, and different weapons take different amounts based on damage and all that stuff. The pistol's going to be your best friend. I'll promise you that. It's going to be your best friend throughout the whole thing. Because it doesn't take a lot, and it does...
It's really useful the entire game.
It is. Unlike some other horror survival games, the pistol is going to be your best friend throughout the entire game. From there, your quest effectively starts, and you make a beeline to the chapel. And you figure out things aren't exactly what they look like, because now you have to get said MacGuffin to do said thing, but it all makes sense. As you go through the game, you'll unlock more about what happened to this town, because with the sun's blood, you see memory echoes of other people.
Yeah.
And I've noticed something about it is it starts off slow, and then it kind of goes up and takes off.
It's very
people
shocked. My friend referred to it as, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. It's like how some people are affected in the sense of, like, what do we do? I don't know what we should do. And then there was another echo talking about Dolores. Now, Dolores is an interesting figure. And they're like, I can hear her. She's stomping around every time I hear her. And it's like these people are freaking out. There was another family where the son's like, I'm gonna go distract her. Mom and Dad, you run for it. And it's like the last final moments of these people. The one that really got me was that exact thing with that family where the son's gonna distract it.
Yeah.
The father said, remember this, you will always be my son. Never forget that. So it's like family values are still a big factor here, is what I noticed about all of the messages and the echoes. There was always the theme of family and bloodlines, which I liked. I liked that because it felt like real people. Nothing felt too arbitrary at all. And like I said, with how low the price is for the game, I can't be mad at it. I can't look at it with a microscope to the same degree that, you know, a $60 or $80 game would be. And it doesn't overstay its welcome. The game's relatively quick.
Or a Metroid Beyond.
yeah, $90 for a mediocre product.
Yeah. Don't give me something mediocre at that point. Give me something really good for giving me $90. It better be a game I play for fucking a month, come back to it a week two, and come back to it next month just to find other stuff and have more fun. Like I think it's a great game, but I think it's a mediocre game.
Yeah, and another thing I noticed about the town is there must have been a festival going on, because on top of these vestiges everywhere, you'll see masks strewn about the place. Some
Yeah,
of
there
them
was
are
a
the sun, other ones are like, sometimes there's plushies. Your main hub area is like the center of this carnival district, with like a Ferris wheel in the dead center.
Yep.
Now, the merchant in this game, I did have a question about. I was a little confused, but I quickly realized it's probably just a carnival act, but has legit basis. It was the witch.
Oh.
Now, the witch is a guy in drag, but he doesn't say anything outright that makes me think of a modern-day colloquialism. He just is the character.
No. What does that is the young girl that apparently legitimately sounds like a fucking Valley girl when she's talking in the English version, from what I've heard.
Thank God I played it in Spanish. Thank goodness I played it in Spanish, because the Spanish translation was once again, I play it in the OG language to feel more immersed.
Yep.
Minus yellow paint everywhere.
Yep. We gotta talk, like I said, next on Throwback Thursday. If like we're probably gonna talk about the yellow paint. Like if we don't do stuff, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the whole signifier stuff that's been going on recently.
Like the first game that did it, which I think was like Uncharted.
It was Uncharted and Mirror Image that did it, but Mirror Image was a little different. Yeah, Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge.
Red.
Yeah. Makes a little sense for Mirror's Edge and some of it because, okay, first of all, not gonna lie, Mirror's Edge's little color scheme. They legitimately had a, how to put it bluntly.
They had a color scheme of red, white, and black.
Yeah, red, white, and black. They were functionally different colors. You would have red stuff to climb up ladders because it was a modern setting. And guess what? Ladders are red. That's how they usually have them a color that you can directly see even in darkness. The idea is that that's an emergency situation. This might kill my character. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But I'm paralyzed.
And it doesn't clash at all with the color scheme that's going down, to where Crisol is a lot of drab colors. You'll find a lot of blues, grays, browns. Yeah. On occasion, you'll see lighting that's a different color. But the yellow stands out in such a way that it doesn't feel right. Except for one case, and that's the yellow tarps. Because the tarps being yellow, okay, I've seen yellow tarps at a construction site before. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But seeing yellow paint all over, like, there's this one shop where I had to crawl under the shelf to, progress a little bit. And I was like, why is this shelf have yellow paint, but the entire storeroom that I'm in has this blue and white color scheme. It clashes too much. And anybody who did the little tutorial walking area would know where to go because, hey, that looks like something I can crawl under. You check it out. Oh, I can crawl under it.
Yep.
But yeah, back to the witch. Yeah, I figured it was a carnival act. I was like taken aback at first, but I was like, you know what? From what I know, this is kind of just a carnival thing. I mean, there's even masks for the carnival that almost look like the witch. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any modern schlock thrown in saying you must accept this character. No, I actually started liking the witch because he was that cool. It was thankful whenever you helped the crows out and would give you discounts whenever you collect the crows. Like you break them out of the cages, you get a % discount when buying stuff, like upgrades.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't feel annoyed whenever I saw the witch. In fact, I felt relieved. I was like, ah, yes, safe zone. Hello, witch. How you doing?
Yeah, but okay,
like,
so that... Sorry. You're kind of focusing on the witch, doesn't keep
I
going.
know. I'm getting it. I'm moving on. I'm about to move on. Like right there, I was moving on. Shit.
Okay, keep going.
All right. Now, during gameplay, Dolores acts kind of like Nemesis from Resident Evil. It's a big threat that you have to evade. And the one quote that stuck with me was Assassino. Or Assassino. Because when put into the subtitles, it just read it out as Assassino. But I was like, wait, Assassino, that's like assassin or murderer. That leads into something in the future that I'll save. I won't tell it during the review. I want you guys to support this game because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But keep that in mind when she mentions Assassino.
Hey, welcome back, Urs.
What else? Okay. So, gameplay. The first area makes sense for the enemies I faced. The second area, I was fucking confused as shit. Because I was expecting, different enemies. But there were still some mannequins around the second area, but it takes place in an area that is so far away from the Carnival. Technically.
But again,
you know how like you go to a certain theme.
If these are vestiges and now they're living vestiges, if you have a place like Rome where there's fucking a statue every fucking location, or other holy quote unquote holy cities, you're gonna have weird shit all over the place. Like there could be thousands of these statues, maybe even larger, depending on what type of area you are, especially in places like Spain, where there's a goddamn fucking monastery, I remember, that has all the recorded saints, and they have a statue of each fucking saint in a building. Could you imagine all 150 of those fucking things decided to climb down from their perch and come after people? Not to mention other saints or other things. City of 1,000 churches may have, each one of them may have 1 to 4 vestiges in there. So 1 to 4 times 1,000.
I get what you're saying. Now,
Yeah.
I completely understand the wandering mechanic. I get that completely. But when this mine quarry has carts full of these things, I'm like, the only thing I could imagine out of this is a scrapping operation. But these are vestiges. Why would they be scrapping these? Wouldn't they be restoring them?
Or that actually could be what it is. Maybe they're making them there.
There's no wood in the quarry area.
Maybe they
These things are made of wood.
Maybe they're
Fair.
scrapping them. That could be. Yeah, could be built. Could be scrapping them.
Yeah. But all around, a lot of things made sense where they were. Some of the puzzles can go fuck themselves, though.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there's an achievement for completing the game in under 3 hours. Those puzzles are gonna fuck you if you're trying to speedrun that shit.
The first time. Maybe the second or third time you might not have a problem.
Yeah.
Also, when you
There
want
was
to talk
one
about
puzzle.
the other weapons, you just kind of moved on from the weapons. You haven't talked about the other weapons like the dagger, or
Oh yeah, the dagger mechanic. Was it Resident Evil 4 remake where they do the dagger sharpening, or at least
yeah,
Leon's knife sharpness?
yeah.
They pulled that out in Creasol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my most hated from that game.
Parry that chainsaw. Now there is a parry mechanic in Creasol, but with how jank it can be, good luck pulling off a parry. Because there have been times where I'm in a combat situation and I kill an enemy, but the game kind of freezes.
Yeah. To talk about the parry mechanic with the chainsaw stuff, I've actually talked to a friend of mine about that, and you could, Salvatore, yeah, Dr. Salvatore. What you do is you parry the chainsaw, but the problem is what's going to end up happening is most likely you're going to the knife is going to be ripped from your hands. That would be the end result.
Yep.
If you're strong enough to hold that, yeah, the chain snaps. If you're strong enough to hold that, the chain would snap and explode into like multiple directions, which would most likely
flail at you.
Kill you with Dr. Salvatore. Yeah, you don't want that happening.
Yeah, flying chainsaw chains, fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Your best bet, if you really want to fuck with someone, when they do a big swing with their chainsaw, you fucking you try to stop their arms from doing that coming down on you, and you fucking stab them in the fucking eye with your knife.
Yeah, like weave the chainsaw and shank the fucker. Get into his guard.
Yeah, you get into his guard for chainsaw. Chainsaw's dangerous as long as they keep it out in front of you. The second they take a wild swing with that, you have an open guard. Now, I'm not saying run towards a chainsaw. There's other things you can do. We
know Leon's special forces. The man's fit, all right? He could weave a chainsaw and shank a fucker.
Yeah, my ass would most likely, if I was to do something as silly as that, my ass would be focused on using the chainsaw to hit the guy in the face. Like, that would be my thing. Like,
yeah, chainsaws are quite unwieldy.
Yep.
Where was I? Oh, the knife. Yeah. They have the knife sharpening mechanic in the game. And I get it for survival horror, but it's really annoying. Because you have to collect these little jerry cans of gas to bring it to the scooter, which is like a sharpener's bench. And even though I maxed out the durability on the knife, it still has a durability meter. That's the only issue right there with the knife. When you max it out, the little meter disappears, and I was like, "Oh, does this mean I have unlimited sharpness with the knife?" No. It's just has a really big bar to break down. But even then, you get about 7 slashes with the thing, and then it's dull again.
Yeah.
It's like I understand what they're doing here, because if they didn't reduce the sharpness of the knife so harshly, I wouldn't be using my pistol. I'd be shanking.
Okay, so that didn't work. I'm not going to use that. I was hoping of having something to nullify that effect, so most likely I'm going to want to... keep...
Next weapon is a double-barrel shotgun that you'll run into. I kind of like how you get it, honestly. Because you'll see advertisements for this guy's store, which also has a range in it. And it's supposed to be like, test your aim and win the double-barrel shotgun, sawed-off shotgun. But I was stupid and pulled for a loop. I thought I was supposed to go to the range and actually play a mini game like it was fucking Resident Evil. No, you get a key item called bolt cutters. Cut your way back to the store and cut it out of its case. And I was like, I feel stupid, but at the same time, yes, I would do this. I'd say fuck the game and, use bolt cutters. It quickly gets to the point whenever I was playing this game, and I'm like, why doesn't Gabriel just carry a toolbox with them, with all the tools to get into something? Because eventually in the future, you're going to have to get, like, a pipe wrench. And I'm like, fuck, Gabriel, get a toolbox.
weight restraint. That'd be my response. Maybe carrying like you are carrying about you're carrying about 6 to 7 guns, a fucking dagger, blood pouches, needles, sharp other things, key items, keys, and other items. That would get a little heavy.
What I'd do with that box is because it's none of the weapons have a sling, mind you. You know, I can assume he has a holster for the pistol and he has a sheath for the knife. Okay, fine, because that's pretty much what he came with. The sniper rifle that you get does not have a sling. The double barrel shotgun does not have a sling. So it's like, okay, maybe he is carrying those, but the way I would have a toolbox is it would be tied around my hip, like bore at the hip.
Yeah.
And whenever I need to pull something out, or I'd probably take said toolbox with said tools and put it in my backpack. Instead of having to scavenge around.
Yeah, I've had to carry a lot of shit because of doing forestry and shit. And when you're carrying a lot of stuff, like trees in the background, you're carrying your stuff, you're carrying your extra stuff, you're carrying all this other stuff, and you got to make damn sure that you're not in the shit for that stuff. Oh, it's annoying to try to get that shit done.
Yeah, even so, having small tools like that, because I'm not going to knock him for not having like an entrenching tool or whatnot, because he basically crashed onto the shore. So I'm perfectly fine with that whole thing going down. The only thing he has is his pistol and his knife. Fair.
Yeah.
But all the other shit, like, you got these key items, like the brooches and shit, and it's just like, goddamn, man. Oh, not to mention I'm carrying around 10 jerry cans worth of gasoline because I haven't used my knife in a while.
Yeah, you have to sharpen your knife. Yep. Which I've heard a lot of people argue about, that if it's a magical blood weapon, why the fuck is the magical blood weapon taking that time to do that?
Agreed, because I was like, oh, do I need to convert my blood into the knife to sharpen it? No, you bring it into a sharpener's bench, silly. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what? Yeah. Somebody get me a fire axe. Someone get me a pitchfork. Give me something with range. I'll go into here with a fucking halberd if I have to. Goddamn blood halberd.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when the enemies get close, they'll grapple you and shank the shit out of you. Which is fair enough, because they have fucking kitchen knives and shit, and it's just like, get up!
Yep. And then there's, like I said, there's a lot of monsters in the game. For example, Dolores, if you want to talk about Dolores a little bit. By the way, we are getting into spoiler territory, but yeah.
Okay, I was going to try and keep away from spoilers, but fair enough. So, Dolores, I'll be honest, when I first saw her, I was like, that's fucking cool. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, that's so cool. I wasn't even afraid of Dolores, I was like, ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, she walks around like a goddamn car factory. I'm not kidding, it's like, you will hear her.
Your end was predestined.
Even when she's not moving, you'll hear like creaking of metal and all that shit on top of her voice lines. She's a bit blind, but she can hear really well. There's an animation she does where she like looks behind her to check for you, but you can be behind her and her vision will not spot you, even though her head's turned around looking directly at me. And I was like, oh, that's just an animation. Okay. But the moment you sprint, oh, she hears you. She's going directly to that position. She's kind of like me. I'm blind as a bat, yet I can hear goddamn everything.
Yep. And I want to talk about the other guns, because we've only talked about the shotgun so far.
Okay. The sniper rifle, which I rarely used. I only used it in a few instances. That's what stopped me from using most of the weapons, was the blood cost to reload them. Not their effectiveness, just the cost of using them. And also that reload animation for the sniper rifle. Because the pistol, spikes come out of the grip and you grip it harder and it drains blood from you. The shotgun, you break it and then needles come from where you would normally put the shells at and you stab your palm onto it. I'm like, okay, fine. The sniper rifle. The bolt comes out because it was originally a bolt action. you take the lower meat of your palm,
Your end.
opposite of your thumb, and you stab yourself there. And I'm like, okay, that's not bad. When you stop the animation, with the spike in your hand, you rack it, and you just hear the most abhorrent fucking noise. You're like a... and you like rip your fucking hand off of it. And it's just like, fuck. Just thinking about that. Another reason why I didn't use the sniper rifle. It's one thing to stab yourself to drain the blood for it. It's another thing to, like, you don't take your hand off and rack the bolt. No, you rack it while the spike is in your fucking hand.
Yeah.
The fucking crunchy noise it made too. Also, honestly, I think the whole point of the sniper rifle is to help you with the cherub enemies. Fuck the cherubs. Fuck the cherubs. I hate
you're
the
not the only
cherubs.
one.
I outright despise the cherubs. You know what? You know how I mentioned, hey, remember this guy's a soldier? I'm gonna get on this shit. This man is a soldier, yet he cannot keep his aim fucking steady. I don't care what fear you're going through. You expect me, like, if this was a normal civilian or, like, a priest of the sun coming here and he has no combat experience, I get it. I would completely get why he aims like it's fucking Silent Hill.
Yeah.
This man, when holding a pistol, fire 1, okay. Fire 2, oh shit, it missed. Hold still for a second, fire 3, okay, that managed to hit. Now imagine trying to hit a cherub enemy. I thought that this game would be like video game mechanic, where increasing the rate of fire of a weapon would increase the time it takes you to stabilize, because you know how some games, when they increase rate of fire, it just increases animation? That's not how it works. There is no upgrade for stability with a weapon.
Oh. Yeah.
So now, imagine trying to hit the fucking cherubs, missing half your shots because this man can't keep his fucking hand steady. Oh, and not to mention they're darting around and shooting fucking crossbow bolts at you. I'm like, fuck! Fuck! Die! There was one time where I was so close to a cherub, I got him in a hallway, and I was shanking the shit out of his goddamn ankles. He was not dying because my knife was dull. It'd be one thing if the cherubs were annoying, but their health pool, they have roughly just like a touch less of the average vestiges. So you have to make multiple shots. I didn't use the sniper rifle to take out cherubs. I used the double barrel shotgun because, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot a bird. You're my pheasant. Okay. I already talked about why this man being a soldier makes little to no sense if he can't keep his hand steady. Also, for some reason, the pistol he has fires like a goddamn Desert Eagle, even though it's a smaller caliber. I was like, why does this thing handle like a Desert Eagle, but it doesn't impact like one? The next weapon was actually a submachine gun of some sort. The evidence I've been able to get for this time period that it takes place is like very early 1900s, but it's an alternate universe. Like, obviously magic exists and eldritch things happen, but it's like alternate history Spain. Taking place just at like World War I or before World War I time period.
Yeah.
So the submachine gun, it's kind of unique. It kind of reminds me of an STG-44 chambered in like 9mm or something. It's okay. Stability doesn't exist for the thing. You kind of just rattle off, spray and pray. In fact, I quickly found you're more accurate hip firing the goddamn thing than aiming it. Also, despite the weapons having actual sights, the sniper rifle is the only one that you go into a first-person view. That annoyed me. Because it does that video game thing of, oh, you ADS, I just brace with the pistol.
Yeah.
And it's like, you put in the effort to give this submachine gun, when you make it a blood weapon, you gave it a red dot sight. So why aren't you using the optic? It's like, why? Ah! What else? What else to talk about? Well, they mentioned Dolores.
The locations,
Say again?
the places you go in the game.
Okay, yeah. So the first area you'll explore is the abandoned town, the general area of how that goes. The moment you reach the hub, the first district you go to is the Mermaid District. This one's...
Yeah. Oh, Bob, before you keep going, I believe someone actually explains it perfectly. Bob, it's called a stormtrooper.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
No, he's not
Yeah,
wrong.
He's not wrong, but fuck you for being right. How dare you be right? So the Mermaid District is generally an entertainment district.
Sayonara, pig.
Where you'll have bars, and at some of those locations they'll have like flamenco shows going on with dancers. So it's more so the entertainment district. That one it's short, but the only thing that'll take forever is knowing what key items go where, because you're still kind of fresh to the game. That's also where I believe you'll find the double barrel shotgun is the Mermaid District at that one store. All around, the interiors are actually kind of beautiful. But normally I do not give a fuck about game graphics. This game looks relatively good. Like, really good. Hell, I don't even care about counting freckles on people's faces, but when you make a location look like it could have been lived in and people could have had drinks and hear their stories from their corpses and everything, it's like, damn, this used to be a legit place
Our
where
force is
people were.
unstoppable.
That's where I can start believing and getting immersed into the game.
Okay.
And you also get to eavesdrop with some of these echoes, like the petty drama between people.
Yeah.
And some of the drama gets so petty that it goes to outright murder. And this is where things, like I said, where it takes off a little bit and then it dips down. And not dip down as in bad, I mean like when you're going up the roller coaster and then it just fucking takes off. Because you soon figure out that the competing religion that took over this island, which is why the sun doesn't shine, is the sea. The sea forgives but never forgets. And eventually people become zealots and use the term, "we will calm the waters." And it's basically like a mass culling event of anyone who follows the sun.
Yeah.
It gets pretty rough, but at least it doesn't go to the point where it's not believable. Like, no, this looks like a genuine, this guy is about to be taken away or killed on the spot. The second area is a quarry. And the main story of this one is this man's bloodline that pulls the corporation thing of product over people after a while.
Yeah.
And a lot of the workers start either dying off because one of the caves is haunted, even though it's actually the cherubs causing mischief and malice as well.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, some of the workers are killed for either being followers of the sun or X, Y, and Z, because along with the mischief that the cherubs did, one guy was killed because he was believed to be a liar, but it was actually the cherubs doing the mischief, and the guy genuinely did not know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, he's had his fibs in the past, but it was the cherub's actions that brought the other dudes to their tipping point. Some other reflections were the previous of this one guy's family who owns the business and their fall from grace, effectively. Like, one guy was putting a fucking meat grinder. Like, he was confronted, thrown over the railings, and his corpse was found at the chute of a meat grinder. And what you have to do, and this is rather morbid, you have to get the blood from that, because from the blood you get the memories of said individual, and you could form an item from those memories.
Yep.
So you grind this man's corpse up, and you bring it to the end of the production line, because on top of being a quarry, they also had a meat packing plant with pork. The fucking irony is not lost on me. Humans, pork.
You never.
It's just like, and also some of the businesses, not that's businesses, but this guy's been under flack of, you know, rumors spread by media and other news sources, and I'm thinking, if I genuinely wanted to bring this guy down, what I just witnessed is a rumor I would spread if I was that malicious, that workers that are not efficient enough or disappear are actually turned into Soylent Green. That was a thought I had when I was exiting the meatpacking area. It's like, holy shit. I'm gonna go on to the third area, because, I don't know, I still want to leave the spice in there. You know, I don't want to explain the whole damn game.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, the third area is... it's kind of a chapel district. It is the Tomb of Dolores. And this is where you start seeing the Sea Followers' zealotry. So much so that one of the zealots, who's a lieutenant of this Father... I forget what he was. He's like the priest of the sea. One of his lieutenants, who's a zealot, one of the reflections you see is how he was so taken over by the zealotry and the brotherhood of said zealotry that he actively imprisoned his own family. And one of the echoes that was from there was his sister confronting him while she was in her cell. And like I said, there's a massive theme with family in this game.
Yeah.
It all leads up to the focal point, which I fucking love. Now, in the Tomb of Dolores, this is where you confront Dolores. And my goodness, what a fight. My goodness, what a fight. It has its gimmicks, where you're evading her, trying to shoot her heart, because that's her weak point, effectively. It's very Resident Evil kind of feeling. Though, unlike Resident Evil Village, Gabriel and Crisol can't keep fucking accuracy. So you turn around, maybe take one shot, and then remember, oh wait, this guy can't do follow-up shots, so you gotta run.
What business do you have here?
You've got some
That is my biggest annoyance,
we've
is
come
this
on
man's
that-
inability to do accurate follow-up shots with a fucking pistol.
Can. Watch this.
This man's supposed to be a soldier.
You should not have done that.
His appearance.
You're the one that I'm
So
sorry.
after you confront
I didn't know what I
Dolores,
was a part of.
I'm actually going to
By
leave the
who?
final
A mercenary
area,
Wolfgang?
like
The leader of...
the
How
big
do you
final out.
Yes. I have not...
I want
If he
people to find that
So,
out on their
that
own.
appear- However,
The third area is basically
No!
like the tomb or
I
the
shall make
church
arrangements.
Thank
of
you,
the
Sherlock.
sea. And
This
that's
is the
where
end
that
of-
one fuck you
Not- I
puzzle
won't
was.
be- I'll stay
It's
with-
one where you got to get these heads away from the sun, but you can't organize them too nicely. It's such a fuck you puzzle. I noticed in the Tomb of Dolores, the whole sea chapel area, it felt not like it was padding time, but things were very slow. There are some parts where you got to take this little boat from one point to another, even though it really should have just been a walkable path with water on the side. Because the boat's like fuck you slow, so much so that I was actually getting a little annoyed. It's like, please make me never have to drive this thing again unless I have to get out of this area. This boat ride sucks.
Don't like
But
riding
yeah,
boats, so
No, I'm fine with riding boats. It's how fucking slow and underpowered the thing was. It was annoying.
love.
At this point, I wanted my guy to jump in the water and fucking start swimming. But the reason you can't enter water unless it's like waist high is because apparently Gabriel has a fear of the water. Yet he took a boat ride to this fucking island.
Yeah, I hate this character already. Okay, this game sounds, from what you're saying to me and from what I'm hearing, this game sounds really cool. I hate the main character. That's my biggest problem. I'm like, I like this game so far.
Oh yeah, at the beginning, Gabriel was like, "No, I have my own quest. Stay out of it." When he was talking to the Carney girl, and she's like, "Hey, you could always use help." And even I was like, having more help would be nice. Why has this guy got like the "fuck you douchebag" mode of, "No, I got to do my quest"? It's like, no, dude, resources. Use your resources. It was kind of aggravating at first, but as the game goes on, he warms up to, the hub area and people, and even they comment on it, where it's like, at first, "Oh, the sun sent you?" No, okay. But after you do, like, the first or the second area, they're like, "Oh, thank goodness the sun sent you. We can make this. We can do it." It's not like a stagnant game where the NPCs don't have anything to talk about. It's like, no, they actually have dialogue that develops as you progress.
I see.
But yeah, that third area is very slow, and I think that's going to be the thing that kills the speed runs. And I can't believe I've gotten this far into the review and I haven't talked about the fucking doors. Oh my god, the doors. Okay, so you open a door to a building, you push it open. It's a combat encounter. Oh fuck, okay, we got 2 vestiges. One with a pitchfork, one with a knife. My initial thought, because they're closing in and this guy's accuracy sucks ass, is, okay, 2 shots at that one, maybe I'll shoot the shotgun at the other, but I don't have time to swap, so I'll go back to the door. Door closes automatically. Alright. There's a 50-50 chance of the AI being stupid or not. Either they'll walk back to their little hidey hole because you're no longer in the room, because the moment you walk into an area, they just know where you are. Kind of one of those mechanics.
I love those mechanics. They always make me just want to fucking hurt somebody.
and the other 50-50 is you're playing footsies with the fucking door, where one of them just says, "Fuck this door, get it out of my way," and bashes through the goddamn thing by attacking it with its knife. The door is still there, it just opens. So you get maybe a shot or two.
How they can attack they can attack through the walls. Like, again, I do know the game from what I've seen, but from what you're telling me overall. So to finish this up before I go go to use the facilities, what are you going to rate this bad boy?
For a $20 game that didn't overstay its welcome, and actually the story is actually really good, and what you're saying about not liking the protagonist fits for the ending. It fits very well. Yeah. I will give this game a solid 7 out of 10. Potentially 8.
See, indie games win again. All right, so ours, what do you...
Because it's Blumhouse.
No, it is. Well, Blumhouse doesn't... This is the first horror game Blumhouse has ever really legitimately made.
Okay, fair. But yeah, 7 out of 10. The only thing that I would fix immediately is some of the combat encounters, like reduce the health of the cherubs, please. Stop playing footsies with the door. Yep. Maybe fix the stability of the game, because whenever you have a group encounter where you're fighting like 7 enemies, you'll shoot an enemy, the game kind of freezes for half a second, then the enemy explodes in the fire, and then you get your little vestige resource. And it's that stutter of, did you make that shot? Is the enemy dead? And the game takes like a solid second of processing that, and then the counter continues. It's just that pause that throws off your rhythm. Fix that, and I'll give you a solid 8 out of 10. Absolutely.
That's surprising. All right, so we're going to go use the facilities. Aris, what are you doing tonight? Are you doing any video games tonight? And what games are those?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Dragon Quest 8 and maybe 2 anime games, maybe. You mean?
I heard you, but the chief ran off to use the bathroom.
Huh.
Yeah, he asked you that to tell me and the good people.
In case something comes up.
Yeah, just so we don't have dead air. Now, I do feel like I kind of tripped over myself during this review, I'm not going to lie. It's like, what to talk about at what time.
Yeah. Well for doing a review, I'm going to give you a 4.5. Not exactly the best.
Because I know it's not the best, but I don't want to spoil what this game has because it's that good.
You focused on the witch. You focused on the witch a little too much and didn't talk about any of the other characters that were there. You just that one character, that one character, like you didn't really focus on anything else. So
because it's because it's that it matters that much to the story that I'm not trying to spoil.
There's a whole color that you could have tapped into, which you really didn't. And
what color?
That's
yellow. Like yellow paint everywhere? You want me to tap into the yellow color?
There was more than just one character. There was more than just one character there. You could have talked about the other characters that were there, and you focused on. And I get
not that big of note.
Yeah, because I get the mentality. A lot of people have been having this pet peeve when it comes to what I like to call the woke bullshit, and the woke bullshit has been pissing so many people off. So I get that that's what's going on.
Yeah. And I still want people to play this game. I'm not going to throw the entire story out there for them. This game's good. Check it out, please.
You gotta know when. You gotta know when to hold them.
When to hold them. Know to fold them.
Yeah. You focus.
I won't lie. The Carney girl was not that much of a note. You like see her maybe twice in the entire game. Other than that, it's just chatting on the radio.
Yeah, but that chatting could be conversational, man. Like you never know. Like you gotta have that love for the game, love for the art, as my friend would put it.
Hey, at least it's not an artiste film, right?
This is why we didn't watch Horse. Like I was like, are we gonna look at Horse? And like, no, we're not looking at Horse. This is my horse. My horse is amazing. No. We're not doing that.
I will not lick that horse. No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was annoying for me on that sense, but.
Okay, 4 out of 5. I got some things I could work on.
Yeah, you got to work on. You're doing a good job though. Like that was a pretty decent review. It's just like I said. I wanted to hear more about the other people that were there, and that type of stuff that could have added to the flavor.
And that's difficult without spilling too much about the story. And that's kind of the whole point of the game is figuring out everything going down.
You are right, but again, that's something you have to take in consideration when you're doing something like this. Like when I say go ahead, let the spoilers go. Let the spoilers go. Like as much as it sounds awful, I hate to say it. If you're doing a review on something, you're automatically going to spoil something. So it doesn't really matter one way or another, right? Like you have to take that.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. It just felt wrong. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
Yes, I got what you said. I knew what you're saying. But it's that was my only big complaint from the value of the moment here.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, decent review.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about that tonight.
Dodge.
Like, kicking myself, and it's just like, Bob, you fucking suck.
Wow. Not that bad. I've seen worse.
Fair.
Oh.
So yeah, I've been listening to the soundtrack all day because it's that good.
Yep. From what I've been told, it's a pretty good thing. So there we go.
Yeah.
See, I've been hitting them with the system. I'm hitting the main character, but I'm hoping to have that Quake spell shortly.
Yeah.
Carmen. Okay, so Carmen is going to use Soul Forge on him, and no one else got hurt, so him, I guess. Go ahead. Okay, Quake again. Yeah, I just keep hitting that Quake off because that's an area effect, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, time to start hitting those.
You know,
Yep.
maybe my review would have been more concise if I was looking at my goddamn screenshots.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, damn it.
No, you're doing fine. You just gotta remember that there's like you gotta let people see what you're talking about, so we have that conversation, so we can keep going with the information given.
Yeah, and I won't lie. This was like, should I do it now or should I do it for the other thing? And it's just like, no, do it now. I'm like, okay.
Oh, might as well do it now. We're having an absolute blast. We have other stuff.
Yeah, you know.
What anime games are you looking at this tonight? What's your big anime games you're going to be looking at? Are you looking at anything in particular? Oh, okay. And Rosetta Vampire. Okay, cool. I'm not a big fan of doing anime games, except for like games like this that are actually games. But I get your thing. Okay, so Riviera has done absolutely nothing. I'm going to stop that casting. I'm going to cast Glass with her. Meanwhile, my main guy's marching in like a fucking stormtrooper here.
Yeah.
I can hear the Doom music kicking off because he's just doing so much damage. It's like bam, 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 bam. Oh, I took her off the field! Yeah! Suck it, bitch! You're off the field! You off the field, bitch! Hans Gruber'd your ass! Sorry, I'm happy that I just did that. I was like, yeah, I'd hoping I'd get a good shot off. I just wiped him out with the area effect. Yeah, boy! Hans Gruber! Come on. Trying to save those civilians. Come on! Ah, shit. Defense. Get up there. But no, so yeah, there's gonna be some fun games up for Aros tonight. Check out his channel if you're up really late. That's my only gripe with the channel. It's always super late. I usually sleep while he's running his review. So we also did some D&D there. Do you guys want to talk about the Dungeons and Dragons last week?
Sure. Maybe. I'm trying to remember what something of major note.
Okay, so you guys, after saving a caravan, you guys began your travels with this caravan to protect it so that you guys can get these people through.
Yeah.
And so what happened next?
Wyvern goes swoop.
Yeah.
And Wyvern made big mistake. Wyvern shit himself.
Yeah, Wyvern decided to leave once you guys started nailing the walls.
Yeah.
Stop.
And
Captain?
Wyvern died because
Well,
our
then we
dwarf
both...
I strive
was
to
a
give.
fucking crack shot. Killed him, knocked him out of the air,
What?
and
I believe...
Who are you?
You know that...
yeah,
No, you
unfortunately,
You say, perhaps...
But
a man
that
lost his
can't be true.
cabbages
I know you're not.
and a cart.
Wayne,
Yeah.
you're hurting me!
Rather
Oh,
unfortunate.
I'm sorry.
Sarah! You're too naive
Yeah,
for
rather
your own
unfortunate. I mean,
good.
hey, I tried to reimburse the guy.
Yeah.
Tried.
I had to do an Avatar cabbages joke because everyone thought that was funny. That
Oh, yeah.
as you guys, yeah, it became a situation of dealing with flying enemies that can move at really fast speeds, and players haven't
But
really
you're
done that
very
often, and I haven't had a situation where that could be a thing.
Oh, I
Oh,
was just
you
happy
guys-
that
Sorry.
I had an option, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
technically the flying carpet I have moves slightly faster than him. This was he
Yeah.
moves at a 25. My flying carpet goes at a 32. That was the speed that was dictated for the
Yeah.
size and make that I have.
Yeah, and that worked perfect for what you guys were trying to do.
Yeah.
And that was great about that. All right, we actually got to the time here. Is Logan up yet? We'll move on to Logan if Logan's up. If not, we can play a little more of this game and have a little more fun. So I'm looking to see if...
We doing anything on Rumble, Chief?
yes, we are. So Logan is live right now. I'm going to give you your thing on that. We also tonight have the podcast for the fun that is the Flop House. So if you guys want to join us there, you can. Here you guys go. Here is Logan. He is doing his Game Boy, I believe, is Game Boy Advance playthrough tonight. And join us tonight at 11:30 or 12 o'clock for the late night podcast for the Flophouse on Rumble. If you guys want to join us there, I believe you can find that on the channel. I can't unfortunately put too much on the channel because for some reason YouTube doesn't like that. But join us there. Thank you very much, everybody. Go and enjoy yourselves and have some fun at Logan stream. Say Orc Raid if you're going to jump in and say hi. Otherwise, I will catch you guys later. We will see you on Wednesday Space Geeks. I believe this is the Bauer extraterrestrial book, and hopefully Bob and DJ have looked into those and pick the monster that they want to actually talk about, and give me a page number coming up in the next little bit. So we'll see you guys later, and have yourselves a very good night. Thank you so much, and talk to you guys later.